Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily tarot reading. I have a new deck, and it's the first of several developed by this artist. Johnny X is his alter ego. Bill, thank you so much for these cards. And I will put Bill's website down in the description box. And perhaps in the first comment as well, so that we make sure you get it. But I get to try these out and see how they work, and I do love them. I love the pictures, just great. Okay, so we will ask Spirit to please use this to communicate to you what you need to know today. Choose the stone that resonates with your intuition. And we'll begin. Can't wait. I like getting a new deck. I always do. And this one is special. For those of you who chose the Snowflake Obsidian, we have, interesting, Minor Arcana. It's Minor Arcana, so probably not a huge deal today, but you do have the King of Cups. You do have the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. All right. So the King of Cups, isn't that interesting? That's sort of, he's mature. He's emotionally astute, skilled. He's deep. He knows his intuition. And then there's all these sword action over here. So the Seven of Swords is usually about a hidden agenda. That's somebody seeming to want to get away with taking all the swords. But it can simply mean this is somebody who's got a bunch of plans that they're keeping to themselves. Or it can be someone taking more than their fair share or trying to get away with something. And then we have the Five of Swords. That is that victory card, but right, two folks are walking away in the Rider-Waite. Here they're vanquished. And so it's sort of almost like a winning at any cost card. Of course, every card can take a positive or negative meaning. Now, I feel like whatever this is that may be going on in your life, maybe there are people who have some fairly sharp words around you, or people who simply want to win. They want to have their fair share. They want to more than their fair share. They want to get away with it. You know what? No matter what's either in your environment or something you're preoccupied with, you're thinking about, this King of Cups, that King of Cups is just mature. That King of Cups, he's skilled. He knows how things will affect him emotionally. But whenever he's upset, it's more like he's looking at that as an opportunity to learn, or he's simply mastering it. He doesn't let it derail him, or it certainly doesn't lead to any kind of impulsive behavior. He's mature. And again, gender's interchangeable, so this could be queen as well. He's mature. He can be compassionate and empathetic. So I just see tremendous strength here. I see tremendous strength. And that's quite a compliment to you. Whatever this is, whether it's something going on around you or something you've been thinking about, boy, your intuition leads you. You know what's going on. You know how to judge others, how to judge their characters, and to assess the situation. You see the depth and the complexity and the nuance in the situation. And you really keep your cool. Remember, the King of Cups in the Rider-Waite, in the low Scarabeo too, rides it out. Like his throne is riding across choppy waves, right? He can ride out anything. So I think this is a compliment to you, and it's also saying that kind of spiritual energy is with you, no matter if you're worried about somebody being a shyster or being, kind of aggressive and I know and all that stuff. It doesn't have to affect you. Yeah. That's great. That is terrific. And these are minor arcana, so it's probably, these aren't huge deals, by the way. These are maybe irritations more than they're anything, but you understand what's going on. You see it, and that sure does give you the ability to be calm. For those of you who chose this lovely red and white cornelian, we have a major arcana. I like that. The major arcanas have a black background, so that's really, really quite nice. We have the Temperance Angel. We have the Ten of Swords. I like that drawing. We have the Six of Swords. Yes, and he's in the boat, and he's bringing his lessons with him. So really very interesting. There may have been something recently that felt kind of devastating, or felt like it really, had you down. And this can be real events. This can be things that are said to you or about you. This can be thoughts, like things have been stressful and there's just lots of negative thoughts that have kind of done you in. The 10 is a completion card. It's saying, I am ready to turn the corner. That's enough of that. And the Six of Swords is a very encouraging card, because it's sort of like, whatever these are, whether they're painful thoughts or whether they're unfortunate events, or sometimes this is the Martyr card and it comes up to show that you've just sort of sacrificed yourself too much. You're down. You're kind of, it's affected you. This is saying you're taking all of these lessons and you are bringing them into a better future. This figure is very calm. You'll almost feel the calm as he moves through the water. And he's going to take his lessons to make a better future, and it's a gradual thing, and that's why there's the Temperance Angel. So there is some real reassurance here, I think, that you are being watched over, you are being helped. Have faith. Just because it may be a very gradual movement into calmer waters and to a better shore doesn't mean it's not happening. Whatever it has been recently that's been very taxing, there's a completion card here. You don't need to keep having that. If these are negative thoughts, boy, this angel is coming forward to say, no, please understand. These are things you're learning that you will take with you to make an even better future than you would have had. So these cards are quite lovely. They really are. I love it when an angel comes up to look over us too, and bring balance, emotional balance, and temperate, wise decisions. All right. For those of you who chose this clear with citrine, we have the Magician. Oh, two major arcana. The Fool, the Magician, the Fool, and the Nine of Swords. Okay. Oh, I like them. All right. So the Magician, of course, manifests. The Fool is a new beginning. So the Magician can manifest a new beginning, can pull something out of nothing almost, right? But it isn't out of nothing, because he also spreads the Fool's pack. Oh, isn't that interesting? This is like the meeting in the journey, the Fool's journey, that story of the tarot. So cool, because really the story goes that the Fool meets the Magician early in his journey, and the Magician takes his pack and shows him, see, you have everything you need. You have the smarts, the sword. You have the energy, the drive, the wand. You have the physical resources, the coin. You have the emotional resources, the cup. You have everything you need. And there's a reason the Fool is feeling hopeful and like there's an adventure ahead. The Magician is saying, you're absolutely right. There is an adventure ahead. There is a new beginning. There's something new coming in, and you will manifest it. But please don't worry. New beginnings, especially when we're we're just embarking, can be really, they can be intimidating. It can be a sleepless night or two or three, but you know what? I love it when the Nine of Swords comes with these kinds of positive energy cards. Manifestation, manifesting something good, manifesting something heavenly, because it's saying this is completely unnecessary. It's just saying you do not need to worry. No. It's understandable, right? I mean, people do get kind of keyed up when they're embarking on something new, but instead go with the feeling of adventure. And the Fool can beckon and make you feel a little excited and positive. So you're safe to go with that feeling. That's what I'm seeing. All right. For those of you who chose this lovely little robin egg blue stone, it looks like a robin egg, doesn't it? Well, there's a new life symbol. We have the wands, 8 of wands. We have oh goodness, yes. Okay, we have the swords. We have the 8 of swords, the 8 of wands. Oh, look at this. Had to study that one for a little while. The Death card, of course. And the 8 of swords and the 8 of wands. Wow. And this death, well, and that really depicts the sense of victory of death, right? But we have, now don't panic. Death simply means an end to something, right? And the 8 of wands and the 8 of swords. Right. So the 8 of wands is actually a very positive card. That is, you're moving things forward in a nice, purposeful way. Maybe many things. Maybe you're moving many things forward. And the 8 of swords, the 8 of swords is a fine card as well. There's real stability in the 8 of swords. There's real stability in the 8 of swords, but it's sort of like the thoughts are kind of constraining usually, or there are a lot of plans that need to be taken one at a time. You know, I kind of like that interpretation. This deck is showing you, you know, like he's going one step at a time, taking it one step at a time. I have to take care of this sword, this thought, this plan, then the next, before I can move forward. But in any case, the 8 of swords, it can look like the person is trapped in that card, but they're not. They're really not trapped. It's very obvious they can move forward. Ah, I really like this depiction because it's sort of like not trapped so much, but sort of like I have no good options, right? Here the points are up, you know, and I have to get here. But, it only appears that way. You know, he can go around those swords. Or he can, like I said, go beside him, take care one at a time, one part of the plan at a time. So there's nothing limiting there, except for perhaps his own fear or his own misperception, right? Because these swords aren't going to, he's not going to walk over the top of them, he's going to walk behind them. So very interesting, right? And this is saying you really do have things moving forward all in concert, many different things. You are managing it. It may feel busy. That might be some of the feeling of the 8 of swords, like I have so much, you know what I mean? But this is temporary. Whatever this is, this phase is for you, it is temporary because you are working toward the end of something. You're working to wrap something up, and you are correct. It looks like the universe is on your side with that. We're going to wrap this up, and you're doing a good job. It's all moving forward. Do not worry. You will be victorious. You will be victorious. So sometimes we have that, right, where we have a lot going on just for the time. But we can comfort ourselves by knowing, hey, we're doing it. We're slaying it, right? And it won't be forever. It won't be forever. Because the Death card always brings a new beginning. It always brings a new beginning. It's transformative. So this is a wonderful reading. A lot of good readings today. Well, thank you all so very much. And thank you to Johnny X. And again, I'm linking him below. Thank you for these cards. They are really wonderful. I like them. You take care, everybody. Bye-bye.